welcome back to another exciting episode of the Myth-Busting Locksmith. Now, today, first of all, we are looking at the really useful Shiny Things box. My tip to all locksmiths, especially the new ones, which is normally where my videos are aimed, is that every time you come across something that is obsolete or spare, or you just think it could be useful, make yourself, as I have here, a really useful Shiny Things box. And this is where you would put all your odds and ends and odds and sods. As you can see, we've got an old suitcase wheel. You're not going to need it in locksmith land, but you never know when it could be useful in life. I've got cables. I've taken apart locks and kept the separate parts and innards. Got a couple of tow bars from old cars. There's all sorts of things. But also we have this selection of bits of plastic. There's little rubber caps that we're going to look at shortly. You've got metal washers of different types, springs, all sorts of nonsense. But I keep everything and I categorize it and I put labels on it, as you can just see here, and everything is labeled accordingly. Now, the reason I'm highlighting this today is because I've always done this. I've always kept the things that are shiny and could be useful, because you just don't know when you're going to need one and don't have one. Now, I seem to have collected a lot of these, all different colours, all different sizes. These are all the round ones, these are the odd square ones and odd sort of ends ones. Now, I mention this because this little thing could be used in a UPVC door, and I've got other little white pegs in the actual door box where I've come across these little white pegs, and I thought if somebody's drilled a hole or needs to drill a hole and then needs to fill that hole in, the little white pegs could be very useful to fill in the hole in the door and just make it look a bit neater. Now, what's relevant today is, as I've previously done a garage doors locks video, what I found was recently when I had fitted a pair of garage locks, I found that when you look at them, you have the bolts are sticking out quite significantly. So, I've got small hands right here. But this is how much the bolt sticks out. Let's try and get this. There we are. So this is how much the bolt sticks out. Now, this is not sharp, but this could be quite nasty if you bump your head on it, especially if you're tall or if you sort of catch your face on it. Also, as a repair, you're literally looking like this is going to be sticking out of your garage door on the inside. So every time you open the garage door, you have two of these sticking out. Now, if you were to cut these down, you're going to have sharp ends, and then you're also going to struggle to get the things out and get the bolts off, because obviously you're going to affect or damage the thread. So it's, do you leave these things sticking out, or do you cut them down a bit? And if you do cut them down a bit, you end up having a sharp end, and you're going to have sharp edges around here and here. So, of course, as you can see in the box that I've dedicated to garage locks, we have a little pot of the little red and yellow things we saw earlier. Because what I found, and I'm putting some in an envelope to send to a customer today, is that if you place them on the end, it doesn't matter whether it's been cut down or it's full length, it of course then has a nice rubber end on it, and it's not going to cut or damage your head at all. So this would be my tip for the day, would be try and collect these little rubber tipped things whenever you get the chance, because you can use them to put on the end of these bolts, and then that way you're going to prevent injury to either yourself while you're fitting them or the customer once they have fitted them and they are using them. It's a small thing, but it's a little thing that customers will like, the fact that you're going that extra mile to put these on and protect them and protect yourself. So I hope that was useful. I hope you've gained something from this, and you'll start putting yourself together a box of really useful shiny things, because you never know when you pick some random item up where it could be useful, when it could be useful. We have to adapt, we have to adjust, we have to overcome, we have to improvise wherever we are, wherever we are. So keep collecting, store them up, label them up, get familiar with your really useful Shiny Things box, because one day you never know, something as simple as this for a customer could be the reason why they keep coming back to you and not going somewhere else. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.